Hello everyone, so as requested I'm going to do a tutorial on cutting boys and men's hair. This is the equipment that you'll need. You could just have a pair of scissors and a comb and maybe a couple of clips if your son or husband has got long hair on top. And clippers, we've got here grade 1, 2, 3 and 4, which is 3mm, 6mm, 10mm and 13mm in length. Okay, so first things first, get the hair wet on your model, comb it all forward and down at the sides. Okay, it's a good idea to have your son or partner at eye height, so eye level height, so you're getting a really good view of where you're cutting. And if you just want to do a tidy up on them, you can just cut around their ears like this. Doesn't matter if their hair's quite long, but just around the ear like that, and that will tidy up around the ears. So just cut from behind the ear and then around the ear like that. And then what you need to do to blend that in, if you've just done that to tidy it up, is with the hair, pull the hair out on the comb like that and just cut the hair here. So you're just blending where you've cut around the ear like that, pulling the hair away with the comb. So it's not too short, but it will just make it a little bit shorter around the ear so it looks tidy. And you could do the same at the back of the neck as well. You could go along like this, around their hairline at the back, and then pull the hair out with the comb and just blend it in like that. Then what you could do at the front, they might have a long fringe. Cut hair in smaller sections so you haven't got really thick hair, so do a section that goes across. And then you just pull the hair out like this, forward, and then just cut across like that. And then at whatever length you want, that will then be cutting their fringe at a good length. And maybe just get it out of their eyes, and you could just sweep it across and it will look soft then as well. And then maybe if they're someone who has a swept across look, it will just come across like that. So just keep going across like that in a section and pulling the hair away out like this and cut it the same length as the section before, like that. And then that will just tidy the hair up at the front. And then you have like ears, the fringe is cut and the hairline. It will just look a little bit tidier for now. The next thing I'm going to do is a short back and sides. So you could use clippers for this if you've got clippers, or you could use the scissor and comb. Sectioning the hair downwards like this, and then with the comb pulling the hair out away from the head. This hair is really short, so it's a little bit trickier, and then cutting down like this. And keep doing that as you go around the head. And that will be cutting the hair at the same length going round. Like so. And you keep going, just pivot around the hair, going all the way down here as well. Like this. But you only want to do the sides, so leaving the hair where you see the head shape change around here, you want to keep this section on the top separate. So take that hair away and just concentrate on the hair that goes down the sides of the head, like this. You just come down in sections as you're going round and pull the hair out away from the head and cut it like that. Okay, now on top, what you would do is do horizontal sections across and pull the hair straight out like this and cut across the top like so. So you're cutting a flat top in effect. So a straight line, flat on the top, and you want to make sure that you marry the hair up at the sides that you've cut like this to the hair across the top like that. So in effect, think about having a square. So flat on the top, square on the sides, shorter on the sides, and then whatever length you like, have at the top, pull it right up, and then you can have it longer, and then that will sit as you blend it and comb it down. That will look layered like that. When you get closer to the front and you're near the front section, sort of here, a couple of inches from the fringe, I would start to pull the hair back a little bit to the section beforehand, because that will make your hair slightly longer at the front than it is on top. So that is quite a softening, flattering shape. So just take the hair from the front and pull it back to meet the section at the back and cut it there. And then as the hair comes forward, it's obviously longer at the front. The other thing I'm going to show you is just the clippers. So I would start with Ross's hair. I always do a number 1 to begin with, but that is a very close shave. So if you want to be cautious with the clippers, start with a number 3. Number 3 will give you a really sensible, nice short back and sides, and it won't be too dramatic. But this is a number 1. So number 1 is, you can see the skin through the hair. So number 1 is pretty short. But you go in with the point of the clippers and then pull back a little bit and then move up. Sitting on this part of the clipper here will give you a nice shape to the head. So you don't want to go too short, too high. In at the point, then pull back and just go up nice and straight, like that. All the way around the hair, about 1.5 inches from the neckline. So now I'm going to go in with a number grade 2. And just do another blend from where I've finished with the number 1. Pulling away at the top, so you don't want to keep going around the head because you don't want to give a round effect. You want the effect to be square, so straight up from the sides. So just let the clippers roll up like that. Here I'm going to tidy up the hairline, so without any of the grades on, we're just going to do the neck and the hairline. So put the clippers in where you think the hairline would look neatest, and then pull away and take any of the fluff off, and it will give it a really sharp, nice outside line as well. There we go, and hopefully that will keep you going in the holidays. If you have any questions about any of this, just message me. Thanks.